Death Noodles got banned on Twitch. Apparently, definitely this time.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see you talk. Alright, 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down.
Because he essentially was doing poppers, and I didn't know what poppers were. When I initially saw that he was doing the stream and it was a poppers challenge, I thought it was jalapeno poppers. Just like Steve, I thought it was jalapeno poppers. I was like, I'm not trying to watch a mukbang. So I missed it. And then I found out later on, and then I was like, what the fuck is a popper? And I found out what poppers were. Deaf Noodles just told everybody that you can go to a grocery store and get this thing and then use it to get high. And it's not age gated. The poppers, they're cleaning products, like nail polish remover or stuff like that. That's what they are. So that's why they're over the counter. They're legal, perfectly legal. Anybody can buy them. You don't have to be 18 plus. And then he did a video explaining it, so we're going to be going over that first. And then, of course, at the end of this, we have just our last little bit of something in regards to Mr. May.
Legal in California.
Ha! Yes, I just explained. It is. It's legal to get those for cleaning purposes. You're not supposed to use it for any other purpose other than what they were intended for, which is cleaning. So, you know, think of it this way. Whippets, right? It's nitrous oxide that sometimes you can get from a dealer. They put in like balloons and you suck it up, and it's laughing gas, right? And it gets you high. Those are illegal, but they weren't illegal when people first started doing them because they were using a legal substance for an illegal purpose, right? For an illicit purpose, let's say, because it wasn't illegal yet. But now, whippets are very much illegal in California, in many states. I think it's federally. It's a drug now. But I can go down the street and I can get a can of whipped cream. And instead of putting the whipped cream on my ice cream or whatever, I could just suck the air out of it. Boom, a whippet. The whipped cream isn't illegal, but the way I'm using it is. And so now you've got poppers. The purchase of them isn't illegal, but the way that you're using it is very well going to be, because the FDA has their eye on it. They're looking at it. They're getting reports. They're like, we need to look into this and maybe do something about this. The same way we did about whippets, and the same way we did with Sudafed. You know, Sudafed over the counter. You could have gotten every single package before people started, turning it into something else. You know what I mean? And now you have to give your ID anytime you get Sudafed. The same thing's happening here. And you just pushed that onto your audience. And in this video, and we'll go over everything, he's downplaying it to his audience as well. So let's continue.
These devices are not regulated as dangerous or safe and sane fireworks. Oh, poppers. That's a different kind of popper.
Dumbass.
I guess the FDA says that you should not purchase them. The FDA advises consumers not to purchase or use nitrate poppers. Doesn't really categorize it as a drug, from what it seems. It's the Food and Drug Administration, right? FDA advises consumers not to purchase or use nitrate poppers. Consumers who purchase or use nitrate poppers for recreational or sexual enhancement, poppers are sold online or at adult novelty stores. That's how you protect public health. Like, don't just, and don't just ban the conversation around it the way that Twitch is doing. Or People drink on stream all the time. So
what conversation were you having during that stream about them? Because I watched it, and that was just your friend doing them and then guessing which one he did. It was a blind reaction. What kind of conversation were you having? You weren't having a conversation about the dangers of doing them. You were just doing them. So Twitch wasn't suppressing the conversation around it. Don't teach your viewers how to go out and get this stuff and get them high. It's dangerous. I'm not even going to get into the whole, like, he's homophobic because he's just acting like just gay people do this for butt stuff. I'm not even going to get into that because that's not even important. What's important is you basically just did the Tide Pod challenge. You said, hey kids, check out this sleepy chicken recipe, right? That's exactly what you just did. The sleepy chicken recipe. What? And you want to be like, oh, Twitch is suppressing my freedom. Oh no, they're suppressing the conversation. You weren't having a conversation. In this stream, you at least gave some information, but you severely downplayed it. People are dying. No, you're right. It doesn't specifically say how much these people took, but it doesn't matter. People died. And you're acting like it's just like weed, bro. It's just like weed, bro.
People smoke weed on stream, and the whole logic around that is that because it's legal in the state of California or in the state that you're in, you can do it. So it's sold over the counter. Yes, the FDA has a recommendation against it, but what's the difference? The FDA...
Weed is legal in the state of California for its intended use. Poppers are legal in the state of California for their intended use, which is cleaning. Sudafed is legal in the state of California for its intended use.
Also has a recommendation against weed. It's still a Schedule 1 drug federally, right? So yeah, I mean, what's the difference? Like, you can literally get arrested still for weed, depending on the state you're in.
This is downplaying it. You're telling your audience that it's just like weed, and it's not. It's extremely different from weed, and you know that. Or you don't. I don't know. I want to believe that you're just doing this to kind of like boost your case or to pretend like you didn't know what you were doing or what you were pushing onto your audience. I want to give you that benefit of the doubt that you're just pretending to be this stupid about it. But it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. You're being stupid. It's not weed. It's completely different. Like, let me just interject on this thing. So, Dexerto posted, YouTuber Def Noodles was banned on Twitch for use of drugs, but he claims he was using poppers, which are legal over the counter where he lives. And then they showed the clip.
Hey. Blue boy?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Damn.
That's right. Yo, you're good, bro.
Def Noodles shared the email from Twitch and took to Twitter to plead that the substance used in the clip is legal where he resides, which it is for its intended use. Twitch's community guidelines prohibit hard drugs, misuse of legal drugs, and substances not fit for human consumption, like poppers.
So I just feel like this is a gray area. So that's why I feel like it's important to have this conversation
It definitely
right now.
is a gray area. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that you just mentioned that other platforms hadn't taken that decision, right?
No,
so
yeah.
it's like, why does one platform have these type of rules and the other ones have different rules? And
It's another thing. Like, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're just pretending like you don't know, but everybody knows that Twitch is far more strict than YouTube. Way more strict. And also, they're two different platforms. Twitch is owned by Amazon. YouTube is Google. They're two different platforms. So, of course, duh. Destiny was banned on Twitch, but he's allowed on YouTube. There's so many people banned on Twitch that have moved to YouTube because they know that YouTube has different rules. You know that YouTube has different rules. Steve, I don't know. I don't know if he knows. But you know. But you're acting like you don't.
So, comparatively, let's see what the FDA has to say about weed, okay? FDA, marijuana. Okay, let's see what the FDA has to say. Drug approval process, no. FDA regulation in cannabis. Okay, seems like we got Mark. Okay, so FDA regulation. So, oh wow, this is like, look at this, just comparatively. Look at the amount of shit.
Let's take a look at something. I'll make it really easy for everybody. All right? Let's make it super easy for everybody. FDA and cannabis research and drug approval process. Let's do find on page. All right? Let's do that. There we go. Let's look for death. No results found. Okay, what about deaths? No? Okay. Fatalities. Fatal. No results found. That's weird. Okay, let's take a look. What about FDA advises? Let's check poppers. Find on page. Death. Ooh. 1 of 4. 1 of 4. What else? What else we got on here? So, be aware of serious risks, including death, brain death after ingestion. Ooh, Jesus. What about fatal? Okay, no results found. So no results for fatal, but 4 results for death in regards to poppers. And 0 results of death in regards to weed. So that should be the end of the conversation. And like I said, this is a genuine criticism. This isn't like, oh, bash Dennis video. This is a genuine criticism. Be smarter. Like, hold yourself to the same standards that you've held so many people for so long. That is the main issue with everyone and you, is that you held people to such high standards that you just keep on not living up to. Do better. I would appreciate you making a statement about poppers and how they are dangerous, because you don't need an ID to buy them. Now for the last bit of my video, I'm gonna go off camera and we're gonna take a look at some Discord leaks. So now it's time to get a little petty. Sort of. But know this. Anybody I've ever talked about on my channel is fully welcome to having a conversation. Okay? I will repeat it again.
So let's start with this one. But Rainmaker, that's Mr. May. Okay, keep that in mind. I guess someone flagged that Jessica Pizzle Chick's video, and now she's on Twitter saying it was either me and my girlfriend or Dennis. Actually, no, I didn't say it was you or your girlfriend. I said it was Dennis or fans. Holy shit. Like, I technically I said the other girl. I don't want to mention her name anymore because obviously she's got issues, and it definitely was her because all the clips that she reported on mine and Tipster's videos were of her. So anyways, This is what I mean. That chick's crazy delusional because I haven't engaged since she unblocked me the other day so she can shit talk me on Twitter and drop her video. No, I unblocked you so I can shit talk you without shit talking you behind a block because I ain't no bitch. Anyways. And she's still been going on and on about us to her Twitter fans and is going more than out of her way to try and prove the receipt I showed everyone here where she was giving this woman on Twitter a hard time over tickets. What? Okay. Me and my girlfriend don't have YouTube channels. And like I told y'all the other day, we don't even like responding to it because we did watch it. And it's just dumb because she admits herself she spoke for us. And her only argument is, well, people know I only speak for me. Lol. So her acting like we flagged it, just more concrete evidence to us she's crazy. So, like I said, again, I never said they. I never said Mr. and Miss May. I said Deaf Noodles fans. Okay? And if I said them too, what the who cares? Holy shit. How is that crazy? It would make sense since the clips that were struck had all three of y'all in it. Okay, so it was either Deaf Noodles or one of the three people. Hello, it just makes sense. You're acting like I'm delusional, but come on. Again, 2 + 2. 2 + 2. I know it's hard, but we can do it together. Also, he's still, oh, she spoke for us. She spoke for us. No, I didn't. I said she blocked the top row. Holy shit. I was on the top row. I didn't say the whole top row was mad. I didn't say the whole top row had issue with it. I never said that. Not once. Ever. Let's take a look at the other one. Okay, so getting my Twitter data. So they posted screenshots. And Abby was like, oh, I got nothing. I'll show you my strikes or however that garbage works. I didn't do anything. And that's because in one of the clips, Abby was also in it. So I thought that maybe she did as well. Because I'm going by who was in the clips, okay? It's perfectly logical. If you're gonna privacy, if you get your video struck for privacy, that means that someone's like, oh, I didn't want to be in this video, right? And so that person would, of course, be in the video. And so when you look at the timestamps on the video, and I'll speak like this because obviously you need someone to speak to you like this because you're an idiot. When you look at the timestamps and you see who's in that part of your video, it stands to reason that one of those people are the ones that are saying you're violating their privacy. And unfortunately for you and your wife and the other person were in the clips. So there you go. Actually, and I don't even think I said it was Dennis, but I probably did. Anyways, and I don't know what they blocked out there. Probably like my mic. I don't know. But had to block some of her skin and the word sex because the robot wasn't having it today. What? Some of my skin and the word sex. I never put... Oh, there's me using sex. I'm convinced Noodles stalks me using, I guess, sex. I don't know what that person... But some of my skin. Okay. Also, she's using all these women's names that didn't want to be a part of any of this drama at all. She's so whack. I don't know. Maybe if she didn't want to be part of the drama, she wouldn't have also been jumping in front of cameras trying to, quote unquote, talk to me with your wife. If she didn't want to be part of it, then why the fuck did she do whatever she could to try to become a part of it? Understand? I do wish they would leave others out who don't ask for this attention, especially if they don't have platforms of their own. The hate goes way too far. None of this is hate. Absolutely none of this is hate. Honestly, if anybody ever wanted to have a real conversation with me and not the kind of like what your wife, quote unquote, tried to do, because if you come at me like the way she did, that doesn't scream, I want to have a conversation to anybody. That screams, that's just, no, that's aggressive violence. No one's trying to have that. Let's see, let's take a look. I don't think you should respond or entertain this. It's just another way to attack you. It's not. It's just a way for me to speak my truth because this guy just keeps on lying on me. He says, yeah, that's why we kept going back and forth on saying something or not, because fuck being intimidated. No one gets to take mine or my girlfriend's power away from us for just going out and having an experience. But also, it's so not worth the mental health of her or the other two women's. How did you feel about what you did to my friend, THS? Do you think that when your wife was in her face, that was helping her mental health? And just think about it. Do you think that when your wife was in pretty much everyone's face, that she, that was okay for their mental health? Obviously not. So don't sit there and try to moral grandstand like you care about people's mental health or anything, because everything that your wife was involved in was your wife's actions, her own actions. The other girl, who I'm not going to name, those were her own actions. And you, I'm assuming, were totally okay with that. If your wife, if my friend hadn't seen your wife approaching me in the way she was approaching me, can you honestly say that she wouldn't have tried to attack me? Because I can't. Because everything about her demeanor, everything about the way she was approaching me was not, I just want to have a conversation. So stop with that nonsense. Let's see. Oh, it says, it's all right. We'll be good. That's what frustrated me when I told the commentary channel that I do know Xylee gets real. She ignored it and even tried gaslighting me, saying I was the one harassing Jessica for telling her truth, even though it was a lie that was using me and my girlfriend and someone else against another couple we had no issue with. What? What? I don't understand what she's talking about, but no, everyone saw the video. The reason why no one sides with you is because everyone saw the video. Everyone saw how your wife was acting. Okay, it's on video. Everyone saw on video me just casually doing my thing with my friend and your wife trying to fight everybody. And it's not even just on my video. It's on Def Noodles' video. He showed it too. Hello? That's where I got the other clip, was from him. So maybe you should be talking to him about taking that out or taking down his video, or maybe, I don't know, privacy strike that. But you can't privacy strike me or tell me, oh, how dare you put my information out there when your home slice whose Discord server you're in did the same thing. But yeah, everyone saw the video. I'm sorry, video evidence kind of trumps your word of mouth after the fact. Let's see. Yeah, that's another thing that keeps us from making a response. We have lives and jobs, and that feels like such a waste of time we have with each other. The sheer amount of time she has to hate on us random people she just met 3 weeks is crazy, to be honest, because she's acting like we have vitriol, and she's the one who started all this by giving people who were going shit online before the whole event started. So the shit online before the whole event started. Okay, No, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I wasn't giving any, I was just saying that it's funny that nobody posted pictures of their tickets like normal people do. That's not giving people shit online before the event started. Or are you talking about the second event? Because what the fuck? But also, you inserted yourself into this. You did this. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know who either of you were. I only knew who the other girl was. I knew who she was. I didn't know anything about you or your wife or none of it. Because as I showed in my other video about this situation, I asked her, how will I know it's you? And I showed a picture. And that was the end of the conversation. She didn't respond back to me. She didn't say nothing. So to be like, oh, she just came at us for no reason. Your wife's the one that came after me. I hate that she just twists this shit like that. It makes absolutely no sense. I found this one actually really funny. So it says, sorry in advance if I sound like a broken record, you guys. I know, lol. Yeah, you do. That Jessica chick is legit crazy AF. She's vague tweeting about me, talking shit about her in here and not to her face and saying, I always find out, Lamau. And now today she's adding me for more conspiracies that we're behind the flags on her video and that we like poisoned the mind of the girl we met and became friends with at the first roast because that's the only way she could have been so mad at Jessica. I'm thinking of blocking, but I feel like it won't matter. Tipster was helping her push more out about it earlier too, and even though he has me blocked, they were still essentially adding me when Jessica retweeted it. So what's funny about the first part where it's like my tweet where it said I always found out, he thinks that's about him. That was about, I'm not even gonna say who it was about, but it was about somebody in my community. Yeah, no. No, you're so fucking stupid. You see how they like to just assume everything's about them? But I will tell you, point blank, this part of the video is very much about you because I'm mentioning you by name. I don't vague tweet, okay? The only reason I vague tweeted in that situation is because it was about somebody in my community who I know, who I thought, you know, I'm not even going to get into it, but I vague tweet when it's about what's within the community. Why would I vague tweet about you when, as you clearly see, I could just at you? Yeah. Anyways, I thought that was fucking hilarious. And then there's this situation. Apparently this is one of Def's mods. And they said, attention members, I'm stepping away as mod for Def Noodles. Thanks for everyone for all the love and support and kindness. I'm still on Discord, so you can always message me. I'm devastated, but I can't in good conscience remain a mod when Def Noodles lied about removing Greg from Patreon because Greg had threatened me. Not only did he lie, but he shouted him out during live stream 2 days ago, which is how I found out. Greg knew he wouldn't get in trouble and could keep doing it because he has been paying $50 monthly Patreon membership. Dennis lied. Then he has ignored me, my messages, and those of other mods. Then today, a stalker, essentially, was given a place to gobble on more clout without any admonishing repercussions. Nothing. Out of respect for the other mods, I'm going to only say that much. After 2.5 years, I'm stepping away from modding here. I'm very upset and do not take this lightly. I love friends I made here. We will find another little place to do all the things we planned on doing. And then someone said, for full transparency, I'll explain the situation as I saw it. Greg was upset that he couldn't post a video in Discord chat because a bot wasn't allowing him to. He asked for mods, which came to chat, and he was asked by 3 different people what was wrong. Note that we don't see when the bot tells someone they can't post something, nor do we know why. For an example, the bot being too touchy, people had trouble posting one of Dennis's thirst traps on here and had to censor his chest. After being asked by 3 different people what was going on, Greg ignored all 3 of them and tried arguing with everyone, still not telling anyone what he was upset about. Esther tried to DM him to find the problem, and he ended up threatening her instead. Instead of instantly blocking him, Esther messaged Dennis to see what he wanted done since he is a Patreon member and is always in chat. Dennis responds in the mod Discord chat after a day or two and told us to block whoever threatened Esther, and he asked the name and said he would also remove them from his Patreon as well. This was all just over a week ago. So apparently, Death Noodles had, like, one of Death Noodles' mods got threatened by someone that was in the Discord, and they're a $50 per month Patreon member. And Dennis didn't do anything after saying that he would take care of that. I found this part particularly interesting. If you look, it says with Lacey, it says, well, like I said, Greg, if y'all want to Google, his name is Greg Miller, has more juice. He currently has 1.2 million followers, just an FYI. And I find that hilarious because that I don't, I looked it up, and there is, like, if you Google Greg Miller, it pops up like this YouTube channel, but that YouTube channel doesn't have 1 million subs, and I really couldn't find it. But I find it interesting if that's true, if that's the case, that this Greg person, this $50 a month Patreon member who harassed and threatened one of Dennis's mods, and then Dennis didn't do anything. Did he not do anything because he was a 1 million sub YouTuber and paying Dennis $50 a month? Because that's just another thing that, Dennis would have shit on somebody for. I'm just saying. I just found that interesting.
Well, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and comment down below. Anybody want to argue? Go ahead. Y'all are my favorites. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.